Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Terence Crawford quickly responds to Jeff Horn and his team with their recent allegations. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We are working. Now, I've been telling you guys the same thing. New media is here to stay. We work it. And since January 2017, I told y'all, tell the truth. Did a video earlier about Team Jeff Horn, his promoter, what they had to say. They basically said, in layman's terms, I'm going to paraphrase, Jeff Horn's promoter said that basically Terence Crawford, he's a very dangerous foe. He's a tough fight and a pound for pound, basically a pound for pound great. Yet they may explore other options, guys like Anthony Mundine, that would interest them because they can make a lot of money with Anthony Mundine. They also said Terence Crawford needs to work on his persona. He said Terence Crawford basically is dull. His interviews are lame, and he's no Conor McGregor. So he's not animated. He's not selling the show. He's not doing like Mayweather, things like that. I already gave my thoughts in that video. Crawford responded, and he put the crying emojis. He said, I can't sell no tickets, but they only sold 6,000 tickets in Jeff Horn's last fight. Cut it out. Y'all know what time it is. And he put a flexing symbol. And see, this is the thing, man. I've seen Crawford. I know people that know Crawford like very well, like taking pictures of Crawford, all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm trying to tell y'all, because a lot of people don't know shit about boxing, this man is a dog and he's competitive. And what Jeff Horn's promoter said made it worse for their fighter if they do fight. And if you say Crawford is boring, like he's not all turned up and animated, like what did Jay-Z say? And I ain't animated like say a Busta Rhymes, but the real, when you bust down my lines, add that plus. So if you say he ain't animated like a say a Busta Rhymes, that's cool. Not everyone's gonna be that. Andre Ward, he's a family man, but he's a dog in that ring. You know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna be Broner. I mean, Errol Spence just said on the radio show, I think it was the Breakfast Club, they had him, and he said that he's like, a lot of people say, hey, why don't you go the Broner route, be loudmouth and do a trash talk, and he's like, nah, I'm not doing that. Where I'm from, we settle in the ring, and that's not my, he said, I got to be true to who I am. And I think that's what Terence Crawford is. Nobody's out here trying to be doing something like, for example, my channel, this is, I can speak for me. I was into acting heavy, you know what I mean? Music, doing music, different stuff. So I've always been entertained. I was always an entertainer and always into the arts and stuff. That's why you hear me and I'm doing these voice impersonations and stuff like that, because I've done that my whole life. Like I've always been a class clown and, like I said, in drama classes and stuff like that. This is nothing new. Anybody that grew up with me would know and vouch for that and say these types of things. Oh yeah, Ego is always putting on the show and characters. Just like I'm sure like guys like Mike Epps and Kevin Hart, they were probably always funny and always similar to how they are now. You know what I mean? It's called being down to earth. So, I mean, I feel it. I respect it. You're not going to jump out the box and out of your own skin and start. Terence Crawford, you don't have to do that. He's a pound for pound skilled fighter. He doesn't have to be someone he's not. But like I said, the quickest way, if you want the streets to come out, you want that Omaha 402 to come out, then get under his skin like Hank Lundy and Deary Jean, and then you could deal with what comes with that. You know what I mean? Terence Crawford ain't no punk. But I like that he responded, and that just the fact that he responded quickly, that kind of goes against what Jeff Horn's promoter was even saying about how he's dull and you know what I mean? He just stood up for his, and he's already mocking you guys. So to me, it's an excuse. And that's why Terence Crawford said in his tweet, cut it out. Y'all know what time it is. I mean, it's an excuse because you got to look at stuff. Listen to what people say, people. New media style. Really listen to what people say. This sounds like you're having second thoughts. He's the mandatory. So for starters, Who cares what the person's personality is like, or and all this extra shit, how they fight and what their relationship is with their baby mama? None of that has nothing to do with this. Is your mandatory. So you bring, and like, what was Anthony Mundine's personality? What I'm a boxing fan. I ain't even heard nothing about Anthony Mundine, and you talking about Anthony Mundine. But even more so, because that's not a fight that's done. Look at Jeff Horn's last fight. He just fought Gary Corcoran. So Gary Corcoran, Gary Cockroach, who no one knows, you know what I'm saying? And he lost one fight in his last 3 fights. So he's selling pay-per-views out here. Because if that's the criticism for Crawford, and that's the pedestal and the criteria, the prerequisites, what has Gary Corcoran done but lose and get stopped by Liam Williams in his last 3 fights? And he had 2 wins against less competition than a Liam Williams, less competition than a Jeff Horn. So what has he really done? Is he selling pay-per-views? Is he out here animated and the next coming of Conor McGregor? Absolutely not. That's why no one even knew who he was. So that goes to show you when that's how you call people on their bullshit. Because I see, unlike some people, the stuff I say, the criteria I set forth, if you put yourself in the same position, if you put yourself, like, listen to what I say, put yourself in those shoes, then try to apply it in a different way, it's not going to make sense. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, people like Jeff Horn's promoter, if you listen to what he says, I try to listen and see, like, okay, I don't just immediately go against what he says, but then I start thinking about it, and then it doesn't make sense to me, and I haven't heard anyone come out with a sound argument. So once again, if you're mad and you're saying we may explore other options because Crawford doesn't sell, he's not a big ticket, he's dangerous, and he's a pound for pound one of the world's toughest fighters and all this stuff, but he's not full of personality like Conor McGregor, then how can fights like Gary Corcoran be put together? Why did you fight 41-year-old Randall Bailey? What's his personality like? I don't remember anything from Randall Bailey personality-wise or any memorable interviews. Like, what memorable? I remember he lost to Cotto, I think twice, but I don't remember no memorable interviews where I'm just like, man, Randall Bailey, he got me juiced for this fight. So once again, even if you put yourself in the shoes of others, you got to listen to what they say. How do these other people get Jeff Horn fights if the criteria is they got to be full of life and energy and sell like Conor McGregor and all this other stuff? Why did Ali Funeka, who is that? Why did he fight him? You know what I mean? So, like Crawford said, y'all know what time it is. Drop your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. New media killing you boys. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.